Yep, the triggers just keep on coming. High likelihood this game will crash before it ends. Oh, it just keeps going. Today on Commander Replay, we ask the question, ain't that Mr. Mister on the radio, stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know? Next on Commander Replay. Hey guys, there's two great ways to support the channel. All links are in the description below. Welcome back everyone, playing some Tayam Luminous Enigma. And I'm calling this deck Tayam Soul Sisters. Let's take a look at this opener. I've actually already gone ahead and kept it. It's got 3 lands, a Devoted Druid. I got a little card draw in the Guardian Project. So we've got a few things we can do. I can appreciate that. Would like to find another colored land for the Reflecting Pool. There's a Demonic Tutor. No black mana yet. So if things get really bad, could play the Devoted Druid, play the tower, sack the Devoted Druid to the tower, Demonic Tutor for a land if we had to. Would prefer not to do that. So anyway, this is a fun little Tayam deck that I came up with. I'd actually been kind of floating between commanders about who I wanted to actually run in this deck, but the main purpose of this deck is to mass reanimate a bunch of Soul Sister type creatures with Archangel of Thune in play, and just watch everything get huge and go wild and create a million triggers. That's kind of the point of the deck. This is not all the best cards for Tayam type deck. There's a few good ones in here, but it's really more about trying to do this weird Soul Sisters thing than anything else. So there's a Cultivate. That's actually a really good pickup. Play the Reflecting Pool, play the Devoted Druid, and pass like that. That's going to get our colors fixed. All about that life. Quest for Ula's Temple for Sean. Yeah, that's a fun card. Fire Diamond. Nadir Kraken coming in. Whenever you draw a card, you may pay 1. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on it and create a 1/1 blue tentacle. Brings it back to our turn. There's a forest. We'll play the forest, I guess. Play the Cultivate. Get a swamp and a plains. We'll put the swamp into play. Plains to hand, and we'll pass like that. Dragon's Horde coming in. So let's take a read of our commander. It's Tayam Luminous Enigma, as we see a Dragon Master Outcast coming in. 4 mana for a 3/3. Each other creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional vigilance counter on it. 3. Remove 3 counters from among creatures you control, mill 3 cards, and then return a permanent with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Sort of an afterthought for the deck. It's not really built around Tayam so much. Like I said, I was kind of floating between which commander I actually wanted to run. Carador could work. Thought about Nethroi for a moment. There was one other one I thought about too. I can't even think of who it was now. So like I said, kind of an afterthought to the deck, so we got a fun little internal thing going on in the deck. That'll be fun if we can get it assembled. Oh, pays 1 to do the thing. Champion's Helm. There's an Essence Warden. That's a card that we definitely want. Play the Plains. Get the Guardian Project. And then we'll play the Pridemate just because it's mana efficient. Get the Guardian Project. Sylvan Library is helpful. And we'll pass like that. I guess we could have untapped the Druid right there, but yeah, doesn't seem like that big of a deal yet. Mindstone. Sylvia coming in. Take a look at what our opponents are playing today. First up is Mango piloting Sylvia and Khorvath. This is Boros Dragons. Deck they've been fooling around with a little bit. We did film one game already. It didn't go well. Zombie cast a Warp World and it wasn't great. Didn't get any lands back on it. But did get a little bit of a look at the Boros Dragons deck. And there's some cool things in there. We've also played this one on the channel a few times too. I think they're a cool and underrated set of Boros commanders. There's a couple things I like about them. One, I like the creature types matter stuff. That's fun for tribal decks, and also even just like Dragons decks or Knights decks can be really helpful. But I also like that Sylvia is great for the early game because it's small, and Khorvath is nice to have later in the game when you have a little bit more mana. So you kind of have these two creatures that are good for both sections of the game. And then obviously when they're together, they also work together really well, which is cool. So yeah, there's just a lot to like about them. I always thought they could use a little bit more love than they get. Zombie got himself a Solemn Simulacrum. Oh god, that's an Erixmathes. Cool card. For a while, it was the most expensive card in that set, which is surprising because there's other more powerful things in the set, but people just like Erixmathes. Super cool flavor to it. We're going to get hit for 4. Yeah, we're a life gain deck. We deserve that. I mean, we'll probably just gain it right back, but yeah, they should try to at least chew through the Mountain of Life a little bit. Maybe we'll get the tower right here. Well, let's see what we draw, actually. So, get this Essence Warden. There's a land. Finding all the lands. Then get the Sylvan Library. Then we'll play a Plains. Then we'll cast Tayam. Definitely could have did that in a better order, I think. I guess we'll gain life and draw a card right here, so that's not terrible. Heliod is a card that we want. We can swing in somewhere. I'm going to swing into zombie and just get this Solemn out of the way, so... I don't love when there's like a Solemn Simulacrum that just sits there all game, blocking. Rather just give them the one card and get it over with. They're going to block. Chooses not... Nope. Going no blocks. No blocks. Got him. Maybe thinking along the same lines that I am of like, well, this... A shot for 3 isn't that bad. Probably rather have this for, you know, something bigger. Like a Sylvia or a... Well, I guess maybe not so much the dragons, but this thing's getting bigger, so... Dream Pillager. Deals combat damage to a player. Exile that many cards from the top of your library. Until end of turn, you may cast spells exiled this way. Okay. They draw a card with the Dragon's Horde. Liliana coming in. We gain a life. Unholy Indenture. When an enchanted creature dies, return to the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. Yeah, I see what he's setting up for. I see what he's setting up for. Now we might let it sit there. That's a whole different story. Quest for Ula's Temple. In the middle, we've got Zombie Caller piloting Ravos and Tormod the Desecrator. Haven't seen these two paired together, but both graveyard commanders, so I guess that makes sense. Probably a lot of stuff going in and out of the graveyard. And then finally, we've got Sean piloting Volrath the Shapestealer, and it appears that he's doing a sea creature theme with his Volrath deck, and maybe just a hint of Voltron also. He had a Sword of Cauldron last game, which is interesting. I don't know if he has like a specific plan for that, or if it's just good. It just makes things huge. He's going to cast his commander, and that'll remove a counter from a Ricksmithies. Puts the helm on the Volrath. Yep. This is a fairly enticing target. Would love if they didn't shoot that with the thing. Prowler's Helm. But I guess this also is 2. Oh yeah, going for the Essence Warden. Down it goes. 4/5 coming our way. Yep. Well, now with the Essence Warden gone, I may not go all 3 with the Sylvan Library. We'll see. There's the Wood Elves. Lurrus and Sun Titan are all good. I guess we're getting all of them. We'll hold off on the Sun Titan just because Sun Titan is a lot of mana. So I think we'll go Lurrus. There's a Life from the Loam. Essence Warden from the graveyard. It's back. Ooh, that's a Survival of the Fittest. That is a magic card. Wood Elves is tempting. Heliod is also tempting. Heliod can get our stuff out of range of the thing, so I think I like that. Also, we can pump up the Devoted Druid and really make a lot of mana. Essence Warden Guardian Project. We put a counter, we'll put it on the Essence Warden so it doesn't die. There's a Command Tower. Do we have any creatures left? We could maybe get a Wood Elves. If we wanted to sacrifice something to the tower, we could definitely get the Wood Elves. So we'd play 1. We'd have to untap that twice. We'll just go... I know we could like probably get Survival of the Fittest in right here, but we'll just get this tap land out of our hand. And we'll pass like that. Are we going to attack anywhere? Nothing good over there. Don't really want that to die. Yeah, no good attacks. We're sitting back. We're going to discard the Wood Elves since we can get it back a variety of ways. Send in the 4/4 double striking dragon over to Sean. Sean has no flyers. Ooh, that's a Hellkite Charger. We're going to want some flying blockers. I don't know that there's really much in this deck for that, other than just gaining a lot of life and trying not to die to things. Mango's got some stuff in there. Sunbirds, Semester's End, Lathless. Think probably only mana for 1, maybe 2 of them. That being the case, oh man, Sunbirds or Lathless are both really powerful options. Goes for the Sunbirds. Yeah, that's a hard card to ignore. May have to shoot that. Shooting it probably gets us attacked, though. It's a Wormcoil Engine coming in. Those are pretty good. That gives us a life gain trigger and a Heliod trigger. Let's start pumping this Devoted Druid. Quest for Ula's Temple trigger. What does this thing need? Reveal it, put a quest counter on it. If there are 3 or more quest counters on it, you get free sea creatures. Yeah. Mango says we have a potential combo in play. I actually don't see it. Probably has to do with this Devoted Druid. Usually does. Yep, not a clue. Gonna minus our Tayam. Yep. Tayam. Volrath becomes a copy of Tayam. Horned Helm for opponent. Equip creature has +1/+1 and trample. And you can attach it or equip it. It's funny that they completely abandoned the attach mechanic after original Mirrodin block. Does put it on the Tayam, though. Prowler's Helm on the Nadir Kraken. Yeah, that's a decent amount of damage. Take a look at the Sylvan Library. We've got Rise of the Dark Realms, Solemn Simulacrum, Land. We can put the land back on top. We keep the other ones? We'll keep the other ones. Oh, let's see here. What are we even doing? I don't know. Let's get this Phyrexian Tower in, finally. Let's get the Solemn Simulacrum. I don't think we're playing Sun Titan this turn. Solemn, draw a card, gain a life. Oh, yeah, I mean, we're probably going to have a crazy amount of mana this turn. Pump the Devoted Druid. Use the ability. Get a land. We'll get a swamp. Sacrifice the Solemn Simulacrum. Draw a card. So much value. There's a Voice of Blessed. That's a cool card. Do we want to get that in? What else was I planning to do? Something. Oh, probably just get the Wood Elves. Yeah, we can do that. Get the Voice of the Blessed. Guardian Project, Essence Warden. Start pumping the Voice of the Blessed. We've got a little bit of wiggle room on the Devoted Druid here. There's a Soul's Attendant. Oh, do we have any white mana left? I don't think we do. Crap. We can get some with the Wood Elves. Oh, it has to be 2 or less. Can't get Wood Elves with the Loris. Nope, that's not how that works. Oh, that's unfortunate. Would have tapped my mana differently. If I knew that were the case, I'll just play the Survival of the Fittest then. Anything that we need to do? No lands for Life from the Loam. Could just Demonic Tutor. But we actually don't, like with this, yeah, we really don't need to do that. I guess we just pass. Since we have Wildness going on, I'm going to let Mango keep this Sunbirds for a turn, even though we'll probably regret it. What are we discarding? Discard the Soul's Attendant, I guess, because we could either get it with Loris or Sun Titan, whichever we need to. Dragon's Horde, Essence Warden. Opponent makes a dragon. They all have double strike, which is concerning. Keep pumping this Voice of the Blessed. When does it get flying? If it has 4 or more, should be there pretty soon. Okay, it's got flying. It's a 6/6 flyer. We have some amount of blocking. Flame Blast Dragon is another dragon. Looks like Mango's got some of the, like, more off-kilter dragons, too, because a lot of the ones we've seen, like Horde Smelter, Flame Blast, aren't the first ones you go to in a mono-red dragons deck. Like, you can definitely run them, and they're definitely decent, but they are not the top priority dragons, which is cool. It's nice to see some other stuff, right? We've all seen a dragons deck at least a few times. Nope. Yep, keep pumping the thing. Do we have Indestructible yet? Has 10 or more. We're at 8. We're getting there. We are getting there. Mask of Memory, Sunbirds. Draws a card. No attacks from Mango. Surprised they didn't send something. We would have had to, like, block or trade with this thing. Which I probably would have, because that's a lot of damage. That's a Liliana Dreadhorde General. See if he goes for the sack mode. I don't know if that's, like, the most... Oh, yeah, they're going to do it. Okay. Tayam is not crazy important to what we're doing. And probably the Pride Mage. I mean, I would love to, like, use the Pride Mage, but everything else I think is just more important to our board state at the moment. A whole bunch of triggers go off. Back to the command zone. Do we need to go to the command zone? I'm not sure, actually. We've got Mass Reanimate stuff up. Although if an actual board wipe doesn't happen, then I don't know that we need that. Zombie gets a lot of value from that Liliana Dreadhorde General. Liliana flips. Gonna draw 2 cards. Worm Coil makes tokens, draws a card there, and returns the Solemn Simulacrum. It's a pretty good play. We gain more life, and we pump the thing. Now we've got an indestructible blocker, and that's huge. Voice of the Blessed, I think, is big enough now. We'll start pumping more into the Devoted Druid, I guess, and try to set up for a wacky turn. Solemn returns. That's another creature. We'll pump the Essence Warden. Try to keep it from dying to small stuff. Oh, you know what? Funny story. Ooh, each player discards a card. Spicy. We've got a land we can part with. Get rid of the Bayou. Discard the Bayou. Quest for Ula's Temple. Pays 1 for the Nadir Kraken. Makes another thing. Pumps our thing. We get all the triggers. Opponent's going to scry with the Castle Vantress. Equips the Volrath. Going to put a minus counter. Where are we putting it? On the Sylvia. Yeah, it's probably the most enticing target at the moment. I'm going to swing this thing into the Liliana Dreadhorde General. Yeah, Dreadhorde General is a really good card. Like, crazy good. Dreadhorde General goes down. Back to our turn. Canopy Vista, Sylvan Library. There's some creatures. Man, all of the Mass Reanimation. I couldn't find any last game. I guess we're paying some life. I guess we could have put the land back. Whoops. We'll play the Canopy Vista. We'll Survival of the Fittest, the Night of Autumn. Get Archangel of Thune, the centerpiece of our deck. Let's make some mana with this thing. Put a minus counter on it, untap it, do it again. Cast the Archangel of Thune. Guardian Project and Essence Warden will trigger. We get a bunch of counters from a whole bunch of things. Here's Kodama's Reach. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna we're gonna have some more fun with this. Play the Demonic Tutor. Get, I think, Ranger of Eos. Let's get Ranger of Eos. Here's a fun card I haven't played in a long time. Let's make some more mana with this thing. Also, we have 2 flying blockers now. That's kind of a big deal. Play the Ranger of Eos. Ranger, Guardian Project, Essence Warden, all trigger. Archangel, Heliod, Voice of the Blessed, Godless Shrine. Get Soul Warden and Birds of Paradise. Oh, right, I forgot we could play Soul Warden from the graveyard. Get this Soul's Attendant. Forgot all about that. Guardian Project, Essence Warden. Trigger all the stuff again. Cast the Soul Warden. Use these abilities. This seems to be one-shot lethal by the time we're done with this turn. Here's a Pernicious Deed. We'll play the Bop just because it's funny and going to trigger everything else a million more times. There's an Ravos. We'll untap this once and just cast a Kodama's Reach. Get some lands. Go to combat. We'll swing into Mango. Mango's got flying blockers. There's Death Touchers over there. Oh, I meant to put lifelink on this thing. Oh, I forgot to do that. Crap, we have no white mana. Whoops. Anything else have lifelink? This doesn't have haste, though. Yeah, I guess we'll send this into zombie. Make him block with a golem. Mango blocks with one, zombie blocks with one, and we'll pass like that. Discard a land, a life from the loam, I guess another land. We seem to have a lot of mass reanimation. We can probably live without Command the Dreadhorde. Opponent makes a dragon, that triggers all of our stuff. More triggers. Marshal's Anthem. Yeah, there's some dragons in the graveyard. Getting both back. Yep. What is that, 6 more life for us? Oh man, it's so wild. Oh, we may not win. Like, Sean may find a way to get, like, unblockable and just one-shot us, but I'm having fun. Even if that happens, I've done the thing. I'm happy about how this has gone. Yep, the triggers just keep on coming. High likelihood this game will crash before it ends. Oh, it just keeps going. Just keeps going. One life at a time. Oh, yeah. Love it. I love it. I can't even tell what's triggering it. Oh, because he had the 2 dragons enter. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. Because the life gain triggers all of these things 6 times. That's why we're just stuck doing this over and over again. This thing's a 50-50. Oh, we have done well. Things have gone well this game. Minimal removal. Has there been any at all? Each player discards a card. We can pitch a land. Pitch a land. AO, the Dawn Sky. Oh, I wouldn't recommend playing a creature into this board state. There's 3 more triggers. All I can do is giggle. It's working exactly the way it was supposed to. And I love it. There's a Concordant Crossroads in the deck, and, if we found that at some point, we could probably go on the big attack much sooner, but definitely going to be this turn here where opponents are going to take us out if they can, or blow up our stuff if they can. There's a Ravos. Oh, that's another creature. I wouldn't do that. Not with this board state. Oh, it's starting to freak out. Probably getting close to that crash now. That thing's got 39 power. It's pretty good. Zombie passes. Sean's turn. What's he got? He did scry 2 on his last turn. I really hope he doesn't make the token here. Scries 2 again. Didn't find what he was looking for, I guess. Sitting on 4 mana. Hope it's not an Aetherize. Sean said he flooded despite his scry. That sucks. Minus counter on the Archangel. Yeah, here comes the 10-8. It is an Archangel of Thune. I don't think we can block. Yeah, we can't block it. It's going to happen. We take 10 commander, go to 42. Sean also goes to 42. We don't need to dredge. Buried Alive, Erebos. Oh, right, that happens 3 times, doesn't it? Put Buried Alive back on top. We got all of our 1-drops. Put that back on top. Ooh, actually, you know what? That could stop. No, he doesn't have any cards in hand. Okay, yeah, we're good. Play land. Go to combat. I'm going to leave this thing back just in case the worst should happen. I don't know what anyone would have, but in case they do have something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really even thinking about this that much. Any flyers over there? No flyers on zombies, so that's probably enough there. That one into Sean. This one into Sean. I mean, Sean's got blockers. Oh, we have vigilance on a lot of stuff. Okay, yeah, we're fine. We attack. Mango starts blocking. Oh, he did have a flyer over there. Whoops. Looks like he's gonna survive. We will give this thing lifelink. Mango goes down. Sean goes down. Zombie survives. How about that? Zombie's gonna get a crack at it. Million more triggers go off, though. He's gonna look at the top 7. Put any number of non-land permanents with total mana value 4 or less onto the battlefield. We're up to 155 life. Love it. That is a lot of life to chew through. You'd be more likely to, like, exile our board with, like, a Farewell or something. Which would actually get us. Farewell would wreck us pretty good. Oh, God, more triggers. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, we can choose in that one? I might start saying no. Just because everything else that happens afterwards. Oh, my God. It won't stop. Somehow the stack just cleared. I don't know what happened, but opponent gets their AO back with Ravos. I think this is what they got off of the trigger. Oh, God, he's playing another creature. No, don't do that. Please don't play more creatures. No, we're going to choose no. Too many triggers go off when we gain life. We're past the point of needing to do that, I think. If we lose, it's probably not going to be because we lose 160 life. If we lose for some reason, it'll be for a variety of other reasons that do not have to do with our life total. There's the AO coming back. Oh god, more triggers. No. Most of our creatures have reached one-hit lethal range on his 37 life total. That's fun. Sacrifices AO. Triggers Pitiless Plunder a couple times. What did they sacrifice it to? Oh, they sacrifice 3 other artifacts or creatures. Look at the top 3, put 2 of them in your hand, others into your graveyard. As long as creatures don't ETB, we're good. And the triggers keep on coming. They did indeed get a creature. It's a Cruel Celebrant. No. No. There's a Blood Artist in play. And a Cruel Celebrant. They don't have that many creatures. As long as they don't like hit some weird combo or something, we're good. So the initial plan for this deck was to have someone like wipe the board when this happens, and then we cast Rise of the Dark Realms, and then we just get like probably a number of triggers that will crash Magic Online. That was supposed to be the goal of the deck, but no one ever ended up playing a board wipe, which is a little disappointing because, you know, that's what I was hoping to do. Kind of have it go off all at once, but we have gotten a pretty good feel on even what happens when it goes off a little by little each turn. And by a little, I mean kind of a lot each turn, but yeah, he just scoops right there. Okay. Oh, thank God. Clicking through all of our triggers was becoming horrendous. So yeah, this is Tayam Soul Sisters. This game was a little Christmas landy in the sense that opponents played 0 removal. You know, if you shoot an Essence Warden, like, early on, or, you know, like, if you shoot any of the key pieces of this deck is going to look a lot worse. Now, at some point, you can mass reanimate everything, which is cool, but, you know, it takes a little while to set that up, and like I said, I don't have it perfectly set up to be, like, the perfect Abzan Reanimator, because, personally, that's a deck that I've seen for over a decade, and just isn't very exciting to me. So yeah, it was a fun little deck fooling around with the Soul Sisters and some other +1/+1 counter stuff, and things got real silly at the end, to the point where we could barely control our triggers. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. Thank you for watching. I want to thank my awesome Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. If you want to help support the channel, vote on which decks I play next, or if you want to get some good games of Spell Table, be sure to check out my Patreon at the link below.